A race-hustling mom is suing the LA Unified School District for being racist over plants and bushes. Huh? First of all, LA Unified fancies themselves as the most far-left, open-minded, we're the ones who aren't racist. You have cultivated an environment where now your BLM moms are going to start chipping away and suing you for every little tiny thing. And guess what, LA Unified? You kind of deserve it. Now, first, the radical left BLM said, don't say this one word. We have this one word. If you don't say it, we're cool. Then it was, don't say this phrase. You can say people of color, but don't ever say colored people. Otherwise, we're allowed to hit you. And then, don't say you people. And don't say your people, and don't say your culture or my culture. So the rules just keep expanding forever. So here we are. And this comes to us from the news. A black parent accuses an LA elementary school of traumatizing her daughter with cotton picking project. The mom says in her lawsuit, her daughter experienced extreme emotional distress by being involved in a project where she watched other kids pick cotton. So she's not even saying her child participated. She's traumatized from watching it. First, I need to educate my viewers on cotton so that we're all on the same page. Black people, you're not the only people in the world that ever got lynched. That was something that happened to more white people. The English got lynched. Robin Hood got lynched. You ever see the movie? You got Clint Eastwood who got lynched. So if you see a rope, that doesn't mean black people. Just calm your nerves. That means anyone could die from a rope. Jesus Christ was about to get lynched. They changed it to a cross. Okay. Now, here we go. Cotton. Black people, I'm going to talk to you because you know I love you. And the ones who watch my show aren't even concerned about this. But the radical leftists who kind of trickle in, you're going to be shocked. You are not defined by cotton. I will read to you. The history of cotton. Cotton can be traced to his historical roles in India, the British Empire, and then the United States. Now, what's older, the United States or India? Thank you. It continues to be an important crop and commodity today. So it's not like cotton was just this slave crop that we did away with, the N-word of crops. No. The history of domestication of cotton is very complex and is not even exactly known. Several isolated civilizations in both the Old and the New World independently domesticated, converted, and turned cotton into fabric. All the same tools were invented to work it, and it was by hand, then by spindles, by primitive looms, and eventually by the cotton gin. Are we on the same page now? My shirt is cotton. This sweatshirt is a cotton blend. Black people, to this day, you wear cotton. You can open Tylenol. There is cotton in there. So cotton is part of everyone's reality. Let's go back to the insane, race-hustling mother now. And I read, a black mother filed a lawsuit against Los Angeles Unified School District, or LAUSD, in state court last week over an elementary school project where she says involves students picking cotton to learn about slavery. In the lawsuit obtained by NBC, Rashunda Pitts calls the project culturally insensitive and says her daughter has suffered extreme emotional distress as a result of the assignment. Do you think the daughter suffered distress? Or when daughter came home and told mama about the project, big mama saw dollar signs. She has uncontrollable anxiety attacks, the lawsuit says, adding she's also experienced bouts of depression when thinking about that cotton picking project. Pitts says she first noticed her daughter showing signs of distress when she became very quiet and reserved for 2 weeks. Now, how did she know she wasn't just wanting to transition into another gender? This is back in 2017, by the way, so this has taken 5 years to develop a lawsuit. When the project was underway, according to the suit, about a month later, Pitts noticed a cotton field had been planted at her daughter's school while dropping her off and brought it to the attention of the principal. The associate principal explained that the students in her daughter's class were reading an autobiography by Frederick Douglass in which Douglass discussed picking cotton, and the field was planted for students to have a real-life experience of what it was like to be an enslaved person. Okay, so that's what the principal says. Does the principal know exactly the scope of the project? The principal could have explained that quite better. Anyways, we regret that an instructional activity in the garden at Laurel School was construed as culturally insensitive, the spokesman said. So here we go. There were a variety of fruits, vegetables, and other plants in the school. And it's been a school-wide tradition. It's been in place for years, and it has never been used as a tool to reenact historical events. So what you have here is you have the mom saying, I saw one of the plants. It was cotton. This whole thing is about slavery. The assistant principal, who knows what this guy knows? They show up to school a few hours a day and then sit in the office. And then the school's officially telling you they've had a garden for decades. They've always had various crops. And of course, it had nothing to do with being culturally insensitive. I believe this mom should get her children taken away from her. She's teaching her child to not be able to handle society. She's emotionally abused her child, made her feel scared instead of laugh about picking fruit, cotton, various things. And I just wonder, if they had grown watermelon in the patch, what would have happened? And what is going to happen the next time LA Unified serves fried chicken in the lunchroom? Are we going to have to burn this city to the ground? When we come back, we're going to think about a lot more racism and if it's real or fake.